Welcome to Full Plate. We've got a lot to get to today. First of all, do you have enough food in your house? If there's an emergency, we take a look at food prepping in a disaster. And then we're looking at shapewear. How do you look trimmer if you're not feeling trimmer? We've got some secrets. And finally, keeping your holiday healthy and humming, all on Full Plate.
It's like I'm seeing all the blue skies, and I'm walking on the edge tonight. It feels so right, and I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Rebecca Rainier.
Welcome to Full Plate. Like the song says, I'm glad you're here. So who knows how long we'll be here because of that Mayan doomsday thing, right? It's in a few days, December 21st. The Mayans say it's all going to be over. Do you worry about that? I don't really worry about it, but it's on a lot of people's minds that Mayan calendar says we're all kaput in a few days. I have a calendar for you myself. Have you seen that Mayan doomsday calendar? Here it is. This was my 2012 doomsday calendar and day planner. Here in November, buy duct tape, thaw the turkey. December, Christmas shop, bake, and prepare for fiery planetary apocalypse. Whew! It's going to be a busy month, isn't it? All right, I'm just kidding. Children at home, we're pretty sure that the world is not going to end in a couple of days. However, you could have a snowstorm. What I did is take a look at how you would prep for any kind of disaster. There is a guy near us that he can teach you how to keep food in your house for any kind of emergency, Mayan doomsday or not. Take a look. Worley's Outpost looks like an old-fashioned country store, and in many ways it is. The philosophy here is that every family should have food on hand, ready for anything, like your grandparents probably did in the cellar with their winter canning.
We don't do that anymore. People don't know how to can anymore, and so we make it easier for them to store food without having to can.
Martin Worley believes having at least 30 days of food storage available at all times in your home is important. He said recent examples like Hurricane Katrina and Sandy ought to make most families think twice about what would happen if they couldn't get to the grocery store because of weather or who knows what.
There's other things that can stop the flow of commerce, and when commerce stops, you stop.
He used to do long-term food storage just for his own family.
I was looking for Mylar bags. I could only buy them online. I called everywhere to see if they had Mylar bags. Nobody even knew what they were.
I don't even know.
Right.
These are Mylar bags, by the way. Anyway, he realized that there might be a niche he could fill for people who wanted to learn how to be prepared, who wanted to understand how to keep food long term. At Worley's Outpost, the emphasis is on food that you use, that you eat, not just store. Here, it's not about rations, though you can buy them. It's about cooking with food that you can also keep for the long term.
Where you can try them first and then store them. That way you can store what you eat what you store. That's important.
And if you don't want to buy a month's worth, you can do a little at a time, like soup that you just add water to, or cookies that you need water and honey to bake. He strives to keep local products on the shelves and says long-term food storage is about self-sufficiency.
People are going to wait for FEMA to show up to save their lives. They're not going to show up in time. So you're responsible for your own life. It is up to you to protect you and your family.
It's easy to stereotype Worley as a doomsday prepper, but that's not who he is or what his store is about. For him, this is about patriotism, self-sufficiency, and being responsible if the worst would happen.
Well, they have some great ideas, but then they always take a spin to kind of, and that's not really what prepping is all about.
What's it really all about?
Being self-sustaining, being not dependent upon the government to save you or to come in and rescue you, because they're not going to do it.
But of course, with that Mayan calendar date looming, Worley has this advice. Do people come in here and ask you about that Mayan doomsday calendar?
They do.
And what do you say?
I say that's not going to happen.
Okay.
If you believe that the end of the world is going to come December 21st.
You only need like 2 weeks.
Right. You only need. Well, you don't need food.
Right.
You should empty your bank account, take your credit cards, go to Las Vegas,
Have a good time.
and have a good time, because you're not going to have to worry about paying the bill.
To Worley and his customers, having food on hand isn't about doomsday at all. It's about feeling secure that in most situations you can always feed your family. So see that part? Pretty smart. Get some food in the pantry that will last you if there's a snowstorm. And again, we're not going to worry about that Mayan thing, but if you want to see my Mayan calendar and doomsday planner, go to fullplate.tv. That is the website. We'll also let you know how to get in touch with more people who kind of know more about food storage. Again, the website is fullplate.tv, and also our Facebook page will link to Whirlies if you kind of have some interest about how you keep your family ready for any kind of disaster. That's Rainier Full Plate. All right, when we come back, we've got another disaster to deal with, and that is how to buy the right shapewear. Stay with us.